How y'all doing? How are you? How was your day going? Top of the day to you. And if you're seeing this at night, all the way to the bottom of the night. But whenever you get this video, whenever you see this video, it was a time for you to see it. It was time for you to hear it. It was time for you to experience it. And when you see this video, it's gonna change your life if you apply. If you apply it. Most High, speak to me and speak through me. What is the message for today? What is it that you want to say? God share. Get some numbers out here real quick. This gonna be a short one. We got 2, 3, 5, and 6. 5, 5, 6, 5, 11. 10 and 6, 16, which equals 7, a completion. A completion. There was laws that the Most High set in place. He gave us our intuitive abilities to know what we were doing. The first words that the Most High spoke to this world, because when he came here, he went all throughout the world, and there was darkness on the face of the earth. And his first command to the world was, let there be light. Right there, the Most High set the standard. When I first started my little business, man, it was set your standards and then stand on them. Set your standard and then stand on them. So the Most High, he set the standard and then he stood on what he said. Let there be light across all of the darkness that was here on this earth. So, the Most High told me one time, he said this, he said, hey, say, son, I created the world that you live in. Now you gotta create the world you wanna live inside of the world that I created for you. You gotta create the world inside of the world that the Most High created for you. A world inside of a world. Set your standards and then stand on them. When you set your standards, you set your line. You set your border. You set your territory. What you say go, go. What you say no, don't go. Be careful of those people. I don't even care if they are your mother, your father, your brother, or your sister, your partner, even your kids, bro. Sis, that try to cross your standards, that try to cross your boundaries, that try to cross your territory, that try to cross that threshold that you set for yourself. We all, I don't know, whatever. I know I fell for it, thinking that my parents or my family or my friend or all this type of foolishness thought that these people had the best intentions for me. They ain't gonna try to hurt me, man. They got their own life to live. But you can tell how a person treats you by how they treat themselves. See, people who try to get you to cross your own boundaries, they boundaries be crossed. They let anybody run amok over them. They don't stand on nothing. You know what they standing on? They do stand on something. They stand on quicksand. Whatever anybody say to them, they go. Like my soul sister say, they got a jelly back. Grape jelly, strawberry jelly, I don't care what jelly you get, just jelly back. And you can't allow a jellyback to convince you to cross your own boundaries that you set for yourself. Don't do that. Set your standards and then stand on them. I do not care if they grew up with you. I don't care if they influence you. Once you make a promise, hey, let's pinky promise. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it solid. Let's keep this contract. Let's keep this agreement. Hey, you taking a vow with yourself, even though you are married to yourself, because your spirit and your soul had to merge with your body. And that was the marriage. The only way you can divorce your body from your soul and spirit is death. Death do us depart, or death do us part. That is a marriage. All these fake marriages out here. Just because you married somebody, don't think that you in a real marriage. Because there's a lot of, look at here. Back in the day, ain't nobody had to have no paperwork. Ain't nobody had to have no ring. Ain't nobody had to have no ceremony. Ain't nobody had to gather their family together and give gifts and all this stupidness. See, all of it is like all it is for show now. Marriage is a real commitment. That's something you can't go back on. See, your spirit and your soul can't go back on your body until you locked in. So all these marriages out here fake anyway. They make you get a little piece of paper. And I will advise everybody, do this prenup or whatever you got. But a person that I was, that I spoke to one time said, you don't have to be married to be with an individual. You don't have to go sign a piece of paper to say that you are married, to be in a marriage with an individual who fits your feng shui, your style, your aura, your zen, your sauce, your you. Set your standard and stand on it. I don't care if it's somebody close to you. If you set your standard and they try to make you, hey, you ain't got nothing else in you. You sure you don't want to give that person another chance? Nah, that person is a slut, a mutt. Why would I go back on my standard? I found out what I need to find out. So why if you was the person that care for me, why in your mind you think you're going to try to come convince me to go back to something that was toxic for me? But you say you care for me. You show your true colors. You got colors like the rainbow. And see, they done took the rainbow and made it something different. They done took the symbol of rainbow and made it the rainbow, something that only the Most High can make appear. The real one, the big one. Only the Most High can make that appear. So people down here done took the standard that the Most High created and used it for their own benefit. What was the rainbow really created for? What is the meaning of the rainbow? Set your standards and then stand on them. Set your standards and then stand on them. Don't allow anybody to cross that line or convince you to cross that line. Because people gonna try you. But if you just giggle and laugh it off, they're gonna try you again. Just like the enemy. He gonna try you. But if you just try to dismiss it and try to forget about it and move on, he coming right back to you. Why don't you try that right here? Why don't you try this right here? Nah, I don't do that. I don't go that way. And that's how I gotta be. You gotta stay that way. I should have kept them. They did fall out. But I heard it shuffle again. Ooh, you see that? Most High, speak to me and speak through me. What is the message for today? Speak from the top of this deck all the way to the bottom. Yes, speak. Speak to me. Speak to me. Most High said that I did. I told you, set your standards and then stand on it. Speak to me, your spiritual guidance. Deep reflection. Reflect and listen. All right, look, man. Just like I said, and look at here. Didn't I say the real marriage? The spirit, the angel, the spirit, your soul, and the body, on this journey of life that we live, that is the true marriage. The only time you get a divorce is through death. When your soul and spirit departs from the body. Real marriage, set your standards and then stand on them. But the Most High is saying that he's going to send you down an angel to help the angel inside of the body in which you are in, to guide you when you feel lost. When the people that's here on this earth that can't even fathom or understand your soul and your spirit, but they try to control your body, trying to make you go against your own standards. He said, don't listen to them. Listen to the spiritual guidance. If the spirit showed you something about a person that you was with, and your family members or your friend or your whatever come to you and say, hey, give that person another chance. And your spirit says, you cut that person off like gangrene. Who you gonna listen to? Because you are not sensitive enough to hear the spirit guidance, you're going to listen to that family member. You're going to listen to your mother. You're going to listen to your father. You're going to listen to your brothers and your sisters. You're going to listen to your friend. You're going to listen to somebody who don't even understand nothing you got going on the inside. They don't even know how you live life. Nobody understands what a person goes through their eyes. You can see a person go through a certain situation and you be like, oh yeah, I see him go through that. That ain't nothing. I could have done it. But you didn't go through the exact feeling, emotions that person went through. See, most events that people go through, well, some people, they really go in. Some people, they can get cheated on and then they go crazy. Some people could get cheated on and get bigger and stronger. Some people could go through a divorce with a physical individual and get clammy and get weak and get sad and all this other stuff. But some people go through a divorce and get more powerful, get more joy. See, I'm not going to say that one. All right, Father. All right. All right. All right. My spiritual beings know what I was going to go. But I'm going to be obedient and just keep it real. Everybody path, it looks like it's the same, but it ain't. Some people come into your life to bring karma. Some people are in people's life to deliver karma. Some people come into other people's life to be karma in their life. But then there's some people that comes into another person's life to deliver the karma. You don't know who walks with who, what assignment each individual is. Just like they say, be careful how you treat a stranger. Be careful how you treat people that you do not know. Because you just might be entertaining an angel. Being rude, nasty, being manipulative, being a thief, being a liar, a stealer, a thief. it does not get you where you want to be in the end. Spiritual guidance. Intuition connects you with divine guidance. Trust its direction. Deep reflection. Deep reflection. Through deep reflection, profound intuitive insights emerge. I am trying to tell you, when you sit here and you get your spiritual guidance, it's going to put you and direct you into deep reflection. So you remember every event that happened on why you had to set your standards in the first place. So when that unloving or that deceitful person comes to you and try to convince you to don't stand on your standards, you already had a deep reflection on why you should keep your standards. And matter of fact, even put extra layers on your standard on your wall. Well, then, you want me to give him a second chance? Well, hey, I block you too. I don't want to hear nothing you ever got to say in my life again. Because you trying to get me to go back to toxicity, go back to getting unalived. You know, people done try to unalive individuals and they escape. But then the people who trying to convince you to put down your standards, they don't even know that you done escaped death, the physical one. Imminent danger, like real danger. Oh man, you ain't go through that. Was you there? Was you there? Nah. You was somewhere else walking on quicksand. So that's why everybody wants everybody to fall with them. That's what the enemy does. He want everybody to fall like he gonna fall. But when you get deep reflection, you remember, listen, even in deep reflection, you recall conversations on how people said what. How people didn't even look surprised when you said it. How people said, oh yeah. How they looked on their face. See, for right now, even people that they think that they cool with me, they don't even know I know they was involved. But I'm telling y'all right now, the more you keep you live in darkness, the harder it gonna feel when that light come. Let there be light. Deep reflection is a beautiful thing. I love deep reflection because deep reflection, you gotta be isolated, solo. We on the cliff at that. Ain't nothing behind me. It's something on the side of me. This where you come up at. But I got my back against the wall and it's a leap of faith. Where I'm gonna go. Should I go back where I'm blocked at? Or should I? That's the deep reflection. Look, should I go back on my standards? Should I put my standards down? Or should I take a leap of faith? Then when you get that aura, you see all that aura around him? That's that spiritual guidance. That's that spiritual wisdom. Deep reflection, boy, that's a beautiful thing. You can remember how people did facial expressions. When you said something, when you touched them on their shoulder. Yeah, you remember conversations on the telephone, in person. You remember all kind of everything that happened. But see, guess what? Y'all witch work don't work because I'm remembering everything. Because the spirit is giving that revelation. Is giving that reflection. showing me, remember this? Remember this right here? You remember when you tried and they did this? Remember when you tried and they did that? Remember when you gave? You remember when you took and you gave back and then, yeah, you remember that? You good. 25:25 on the clock. 7:7. And then I say this equals 7 right here, right? 16, 1 plus 6 equals 7. It was 25:25 on the clock. 7:7, 7. All right, look at here. Well, hold on. Okay, so first is deep reflection, and then is reflect and listen. Come on, man. Deep reflection, reflect and listen. Listen to your spirit guides. Do not listen to none of these people who pretend that they love you. People that pretending that they care for you. Reflection brings insight. Take time to listen to your inner voice. When these people try to come over to you and try to tell you, to try to convince you to go off of your standards that you set for yourself, you say bet, you block them, you disregard them, you banish them away from your energy. You don't even speak to them no more ever in life. You know what I mean? That's just is what it is. Sometimes you got to go that far. Well, I see your advice will only draw me back into toxicity. Your advice will make me go back and be unalived. That's so that means you are part of the plan to get rid of me. See, that's not paranoia. That's insight. That's clarity. Reflect. Set your standard and then stand on it, man. And for whoever tried to cross your standard or cross your boundary, cross your territory, cross that line, you handle them right then and there. Good in deep reflection. Make sure you go to your spiritual guidance, get in deep reflection, and then reflect and listen into what the spiritual guide said to you to do. Listen to it, obey it. Because trust me, your intuition, your spiritual guides will not lead you into any temptation or any evil that will harm you. They only want the good for you. They don't want the bad. Take what resonated, leave the rest. So this is a little, I was supposed to make it a real shorty, but you know what I'm saying? We is what we is. Love and light. Set your standard and stand on them, all right? I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, and peace again.